What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report, as well as Joe Boo's day job. Hope all of you guys are having a great Taco Tuesday, and hope all your taco dreams come true. I'm actually here, which has been a rarity of late, of actually being here at the house, taking a break from working in the workshop and stuff. And, it's almost comical to me about what happens to the Cowboys that doesn't happen to anybody else. Dan Orlowski, who for some reason is now, of course, the football genius, okay? The football no-to guy, of course, on ESPN, is blasting the Dallas Cowboys for not signing Dalvin Cook. Now, I get your idea. You're saying, Tony Pollard is coming off an injury, even though the Cowboys, training staff say he's ahead of his schedule and that he's going to be fine. They drafted another running back in Deuce Vaughn. They signed Ronald Jones. But Dan Orlowski goes in and tells everybody how stupid the Dallas Cowboys are for not signing Dalvin Cook, right? Are the Dallas Cowboys the only team in the NFL? You could look around to a lot of teams that have bad running back situations and say they're stupid for not going all in and getting Dalvin Cook. Have you noticed that? That the Cowboys, because nobody signed Dalvin Cook. Nobody. Now, as far as we know, there's interest maybe in Miami, we've heard, and maybe in Denver. So that means there are 29 other teams that have had the opportunity. Well, let's take, I guess, Minnesota out of the equation, because Minnesota, of course, were the ones that released them. But take them out of the equation. There are other teams out there that didn't sign them. And here's the thing that's funny is we as fans, we look and I always call him a named player because it's a name you know. You've seen Dalvin Cook having great rushes and things, and he probably still has some good years ahead of him. But you look at how the NFL has evolved where the running back is not quite as important. I didn't see a bellwether back with the Eagles or Kansas City. Not at all. And last year, if I remember correctly, everybody lambasted the Dallas Cowboys for not signing anybody. They kept telling us how much we don't care. The Cowboys are just ass. Worst offseason ever. But as much grief as Dak Prescott gets on this team and about the job that he does, I want to point out something to you guys. Do you know opening week? Let me just tell you what the Cowboys actually had on the field. We had CeeDee Lamb, who we weren't sure if he was a number one wide receiver or not. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest. We all went to training camp, not just me, Law, Big Game James, and West Coast, and we were kind of like, I don't know about this. We don't know about this. But beyond CeeDee Lamb, would you believe we opened up the roster, the season opening roster, with Noah Brown, okay? Noah Brown, who was the most experienced behind CeeDee Lamb on that roster. Dennis Houston and Semi Fioco as our starting wide receivers. And as much grief as the Dallas Cowboys got for not doing anything, they made it to the divisional rounds of the playoffs. When everybody said that, are they rebuilding? Are they trying to get Mike McCarthy fired? I think I'm going to trust the Dallas Cowboys more than Dan Orlowski, who literally ran out of the back of the end zone and caused his team to lose the game. It's kind of crazy. Remember back to last year, and see, this isn't the only time that we get this. Remember last year towards the trading deadline when the Cowboys were talking to the Texans about trading for Brandon Cooks, and the Texans wanted a number one, and everybody went off of the Cowboys. Oh, the Cowboys, they should have pulled the trigger. They should have went for that guy. They don't care about winning, right? That's what they said. But there were other people that were interested in Brandon Cooks too. And none of them pulled the trigger either. because they said it was too damn much money and compensation. They wanted a number one pick and you to take up his whole contract. I know we didn't get him last year when it probably would have helped us in the playoffs, and maybe if we had kept Amari Cooper in the playoffs, maybe we could have had a run at the Super Bowl. Be that as it may, Cowboys got him. 5th round compensatory pick, and got the Texans to have a big chunk of his salary. So slow your roll, Dan. I know you're trying to make a name for yourself. The name you're making is you're an idiot. But then again, what do I know? I'm here in my basement broadcasting and talking to you about the Dallas Cowboys. As always, I appreciate you, and I got to go back to the workshop. Got to make this flooring for the red brick house and get the pieces cut out for making the kitchen cabinets. So we're trying to get that stuff done. And I hope you're having a great day. And of course, we'll be around. We'll be posting you any other news that happens. And there ain't no news happening right now. This is the dead time. All right, peace.